On August 3, 1492, out of the Spanish port Palos, Christopher Columbus was sent by the Spanish to sail to Asia. He sailed on his 3 ships, the Santa Maria, Pinta, and Nina.
He was in search of gold and pearls. He departed from Fort Palos in Europe.
Columbus had a certain designation in mind. Columbus was hoping that his voyage would have led him to India. But Columbus had actually landed in the South America area.
Christopher Columbus came in contact with natives. And since he thought he was in India, he called them Indians.
So Columbus traveled home thinking he had found India. He arrived back in Europe to tell of his findings.
Christopher Columbus contacted the royal court of Spain and told them of his new Indian acquaintances. And so the Spanish king made his conquistadors set sail to meet the indigenous people.
The conquistadors were planning to make all the Indians transform into the Catholicism religion. The Incas were the Native American tribe that were indigenous to the area of Peru. The Incas had their own civilization. At first, the Spaniards were very kind to them. The Incans worshipped many gods, including dead, ancestors, and things like the sun and nature. They were very content with their way of life and their own civilization and their own religion. But the Spaniards did not approve of their religion. They began trying to convert them into Catholics. The Spanish believed that Catholicism was the correct religion and that it was their job to make everybody Catholic. And with time, the Columbian exchange began without anybody even knowing.
Horses came from the Old World and became the symbol of the West.
Sheep were one of the animals brought from the Old World to the New World. The New World's animals were not domesticated enough to bring to the Old World yet.
Rice and wheat were some of the goods brought to the New World. Potatoes, pumpkin,
Corn,
and pineapple were some of the goods that were brought to the Old World.
Influenza, typhus, measles, and smallpox were all diseases that were brought over to the New World from the Old World. These diseases were communicable and caused a huge epidemic among the Indians, since there were not yet immunities to them. For that reason, many Indians died from diseases. It is said that Spanish soldiers did less to defeat the Incas than smallpox did. The Spaniards who were sent to the New World really enjoyed the potatoes grown there, and wanted to bring them back home to the Old World. The potatoes then began to make their rounds among the nations, and because of the different growing soils and climates, potato blight broke out, making more people sick. The Spaniards created imperialism by using the New World's goods and products and making money and profit off of them. They brought over the products to the Old World and made profit this way, and acquiring money for the goods from the New World. A good example of how this is how the people who now live in South America can speak Spanish. This language was brought to them through imperialism.
and that's what went down in the Columbian Exchange.
Resources.